Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are doing a San Antonio Spurs rebuild in NBA 2K26. So the San Antonio Spurs are going to be a really fun team to rebuild. They're obviously NBA 2K26. It's a fun team to rebuild right now, man. They have so many young players. The team is eventually going to be a contender, obviously, with the Victor Wembanyama. Wemby is going to be really, really good. And I'm excited to see what he could do this season, obviously. De'Aaron Fox was the guy they traded for last year trade deadline. He is going to be a good fit, obviously next to Wemby and Castle. But they also went ahead and drafted Dylan Harper, and we never got a chance to rebuild the Spurs yet with Dylan Harper, and we're going to go out and rebuild him. The real official Dylan Harper, we got him in NBA 2K26. Obviously signed Luke Cornett in free agency. They signed Lindy Waters in free agency. They drafted Carter Bryant. So the official Carter Bryant is here too with the 14th overall pick. They drafted him. And then obviously has some two-way contracts like David Jones, Garcia played pretty good in the summer league. But yeah, like I said, this team's going to be really good when it's all said and done. Obviously, this team will be hopefully maybe a contender this year. I don't know if they're a contender yet. We'll have to see how obviously the Fox, Castle, and Harper thing fits, but I honestly think they'll be just fine. But your rotation heading into this season is De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Kellen Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Harrison Barnes, Dylan Harper, Jimmy Sohan, Luke Cornett, and then Kelly Olynyk. So I don't know if it's going to be a starting five in real life. I kind of do want to get Carter Bryant minutes right away, but I guess we really can't play him. All these guys are playing over him, but I don't think Johnson will start at power forward. I think it's either going to be Harrison Barnes or Jeremy Sohan. I'm going to play the younger guy, Jeremy Sohan. So we're going to play Jeremy Sohan 19 minutes, and then I'm going to give Harper the six-man role right away. I want him to see what he could do as the six-man. So Sohan will start at the power forward, and then this is obviously hopefully, it can be a solid team. We'll see. Usually, this team is pretty good in 2K. Carter Bryant, isn't ready to play yet, but can we send him to the G League? Is there any way we could do that? Can we send players to the G League down in 2K? So, Carter Bryant, we cannot send him down to the G League, but if we call up David Jones, if we send him down to the G League now, no, we can't, so never mind. But I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season, and we'll see how we do. All right, so MVP is going to go to HDA. Rookies are going to Cooper Flag. Six-man going to Malik Monk, average 21 off the bench. Defensive player goes to Wembanyama. He's going to win multiple low drives, NBA career. Bruzelis, winning most improved. Luka Doncic, your clutch player. Mike Brown, coach of the year. Zachary Staples, your executive. Wembanyama did make the All-NBA first team. He also made the All-Defensive first team. And he also made, we don't really have a rookie playing. We had Don Harper always make it our rookie first team, which is nice. We didn't have our other rookie playing, Carter Bryant, which maybe we should have got him involved. But we ended up being the fourth seed in the Western Conference. That's, 52 and 30. This is a really competitive Western Conference, so that's fine with me. Players said we had about 23 from Wembanyama with 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. 22 from De'Aaron Fox. So really good season from these two guys. 14 from Harper, 13 from Devin Vassell, 10 from Stephon Castle, 10 from Kelly Johnson, 7 from Harrison Barnes, 7.5 from Sohan, and 5 from Kelly Olynyk with 3 from Luke Cornett. So the rotation, we're probably going to go to a 25 eventually, Jason, in like a 9 or like 8-man rotation, something like that. So that's what we're going to be running in the playoff. We can shrink it down to like a 9-man rotation. All right. So we got the Los Angeles Clippers in round one. Clippers obviously done a lot of stuff in the offseason to get better. But in round one, we are going to go ahead and we're down 3-1, which does suck. But they are a lot more experienced than us. I mean, a lot more experienced, man. They're like the oldest team in the NBA ever. The Knicks are going to go on and win their championship, though. LeBron James is going to retire. We also got, who was that Spurs player that just retired? Saw somebody. It was Kelly Olynyk. So Kelly Olynyk is going to retire. Was he under contract for another year? I don't really know. But, all right, we'll go ahead and, was he under contract? I don't know. May not have been, may or not. All right, so heading into the draft lottery, we are obviously not going to be projected to pick. I can already see 2K has multiple of these first-round picks wrong, which we're going to have to fix them, of course. I don't know why, man. 2K literally needs to fix their picks, but that Rockets pick should be fixed. Some other picks I see as well. That Pelicans pick should belong to the Hawks, but I'm gonna fix these picks, and I'll show you guys with the next step of this rebuilding this roster. All right, so I just went ahead and fixed all of those first-round picks. I want to keep Mitch Johnson around. I hopefully get a championship with him, but if we have to move on, I wouldn't mind moving on either. But I feel like he's the plan for the future head coach. But I feel like right now we have De'Aaron Fox at the point guard, which usually I sometimes trade him in Spurs videos, but I kind of want to keep him in this video. I don't know why. I mean, if there's a way we could play Castle, Harper, and Fox in the same starting five, I think would be crazy to do. I low-key think we could do that, man. Vassell will probably have to move to the bench, but I feel like in this offseason, other than that, we do need a big trade, probably to address our power forward position or something like that. So I'm going to look around the league and see what power forward we can get. That'll make sense for us, obviously. All right, so I have a couple trades in mind, a couple players that we can get. Number one option being Jaren Jackson Jr. on the Memphis Grizzlies. So he would obviously be amazing to get. The Memphis Grizzlies are selling. They have a bunch of guys on the trade block like Ty Jerome, Clark, Eldama, and two other players. So I feel like Jaren Jackson could be 100% available for a trade. So what can we possibly? Can we match his salary of $49 million? I don't know, but he had a career year for Memphis. His value would be at an all-time high. So either the Grizzlies want to keep him or trade him. He's obviously a great defender too. Obviously an amazing defender. I also think he did win the Defensive Player of the Year in 2023. So that's obviously something that he has under his belt. He gets 20 Defensive Player of the Year. The former defensive player we got in our hands if we trade for him, next to Wembanyama, would 100% be a steal. So we probably would have to trade We actually have some cap space to absorb, which is nice as well. So we have to trade Keldon Johnson. Actually, we probably don't have enough. We definitely don't have enough to do this because you don't want to trade Fox Castle or anybody else, really. You don't want to trade Harper. I think the guy we have to trade is Jeremy Sohan. We make a signing trade. You don't want to trade anybody else, really. You kind of want to keep the other young core together for Jaren Jackson, unless you trade like Fox. But I don't really see why they want John Morant and obviously De'Aaron Fox together. That doesn't what makes sense. So I think Sohan's going to be the guy that we trade. He didn't have the best season for us anyway, so I feel like he'd be the odd man out on a sign and trade. And we're below the second apron, so we should be able to do that as well for all these contracts that we have to pay kick in, like Wemby, Castle, Fox already got his extension. But in the draft, we got Mario St. Sabri, Lamont Fillin. So I'm probably gonna take Lamont here. I guess name's kind of familiar, but in the second round we got a Visage. We're gonna take him. Or Mario St. Sabri, and we got Damian Atkins in the second round. That'll be our last pick. Actually, we have some other picks. I'm gonna try and two-way one of those guys. I'm gonna try and two-way one, sign the whatever. We'll sign him because we might throw him in a trade for Jaren Jackson later. But we're gonna accept Wemby and Cavs. I'm gonna decline Julian Champagne. He hasn't really got much minutes for us. So I don't really see the point of doing that. Then qualifying offer, Jeremy Sohan. Like I said, is somebody I do want to trade. I'm probably gonna just renounce Julian Champagne here some bar, but we are gonna pay Jimmy Sohan, let's say $19 million. When you do a sign trade, you automatically have to get somebody like a 3-year deal. I've heard, so we're gonna make it a 4-year deal with the player option at the end, so a 3+1 type of contract, and then he's gonna resign, so he gets Sohan back. But we're gonna sign and trade him right now for Jaren Jackson Jr., and we're gonna see what the Grizzlies think about our trade package. So we're gonna do that right now. So yeah, I want to bring David Jones back. So I just realized we actually got Jaren Jackson in the last San Antonio Spurs rebuild we did. So I don't want to just bore you guys with the same players. I'm not gonna go after Jaren Jackson. Instead, we're gonna trade for Bam Adebayo here. You know, it shouldn't be much of a change. Obviously, Bam Adebayo is still a really good player. Jaren Jackson might have been a little bit better, I'm gonna say, but Bam Adebayo is also a great defensive player. We're gonna offer the same package of Johnson, Sohan, Visage, Damian Atkins, and 2 firsts, and they agree. Bam Adebayo, welcome to the San Antonio Spurs. He'll be a perfect fit next to Victor Wembanyama. We got that going for us. The bench is still definitely a question mark, but if Cornette doesn't regress, we obviously might need a new backup center. Carter Bryant might be ready to play. Lamont. So I think we have a full rotation on. We could sound like a backup power forward. That'll be something. Here's Sabar is going to regress, so you don't want to sign him. Aaron Wiggins to a minimum contract is a steal. If he's still the same player he was in 2K25, that would be an absolute steal of a NBA contract. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sign him, and then is there any way we're going to get anybody else in day 12, like any options or any new backup centers? So, like Jackson Hayes, Jalen Williams, Daron Sharp. We don't have enough money for Jalen Williams, though, to sign him, but I guess we can go ahead and sign like Jackson Hayes. I mean, if that's the best option I see, we're going to sign him to a minimum contract. Wemby's up to a 96 overall, which is pretty good, obviously. De'Aaron Fox is up to a 86. We got Stephon Castle going up to a 85. Dylan Harper's up to a 84. Vassell is regressing, which sucks. Carter Bryant is up 4 overalls, and Luke Cornett is up. It's down one overall. So I'm debating, like I said, starting all three of these guys together. I feel like once Harper passes Fox in overall, we'll do the experiment of starting all those guys together: Fox, Castle, and Harper. Aaron Wiggins is regressing, which really makes no sense. I don't understand that at all. But we'll download this 2027 draft class if there is even a good one out there. Like I said, the game just came out 2 days ago, so we're gonna let's look at the best one. So here's 27 draft class by Jonah Kelmer. Shout out to Jonah Kelmer for these draft classes. But Kevin Durant's gonna retire after this season. But yeah, the rotation is gonna be De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Bam Adebayo, and Victor Wembanyama. That's a great starting five you have, obviously, right there. Dylan Harper's coming off the bench, our six man. Carter Bryant's going to rotate some minutes this year. Aaron Wiggins and Luke Cornett. So the bench is definitely a question mark, but I feel like if we can upgrade the bench at the trade deadline, that'll be absolutely amazing. Maybe we trade like Aaron Wiggins or Luke Cornett to get a better backup center. Luke Cornett isn't really that good in 2K. In real life, he's pretty solid, but in 2K, he's just not that good, man. Especially with the contract that he has. So I'm going to see if I can move on with the trade deadline. And if there's no option, if we're just a good team, we might just stand pat. Who knows? But I'll probably see out the trade deadline with the trade to get a better backup center. But yeah, see you guys there. All right, so I got a couple options in mind of who we could make a trade for. So a backup center that I really like is Nick Claxton. He is making $20 million. If we can match his contract, I feel like he'd be the perfect backup. He make the defense around, Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox, those guys even better. Not that we even need the defense anymore, but I would absolutely love it. Another option I had in mind is Onyeka Okongwu. He's not making much money, so he might be able to match his contract instead of Nick Claxton. So Okongwu and Nick Claxton will both be pretty good backup centers, man. And I'd absolutely love to have them both. I think I'm going to try for Nick Claxton first, though. Just defense, just elite, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and offer Luke Cornett, Shake Milton, and then we're not able to match this unless we trade. Well, that still wouldn't be enough. You don't want to trade like Vassell or anything for Nick Claxton or anybody. So yeah, we're not able to match Nick Claxton, so we might have to move on. Yeah, it's just not going to work unless, no, it's not going to work there. This is not going to work for Nick Claxton, so I'll try like one more thing, like Aaron Wiggins. Yeah, they have to have enough salary. Yeah, it won't work. We're going to move on. We're going to get Onyeka Okongwu to the salary. Nick Claxton's salary is too big. Onyeka Okongwu is making only $60 million, so we'll only have to trade like Luke Cornett and Shake Milton. And maybe a first-round pick with that. Just get it done for Okongwu, I'm hoping. I'm going to offer it, and yeah, if this is enough, I might have to... Oh, that was enough. So it's like that. Onyeka Okongwu is officially a part of the San Antonio Spurs. So we absolutely love that. So we have Fox, Castle, Vassell, Bam Adebayo, Victor Wembanyama is having a pretty good season for us. Dylan Harper as our sixth man, averaging 14 points. Okongwu slides into the bench, the seventh guy. Carter Bryant and Aaron Wiggins. That'll wrap up this 9-man rotation. So, yeah, Okongwu definitely help us out. Bryant isn't shooting the best from three right now. I think that'll improve. Wiggins also isn't shooting the best from me. Maybe three-point shooting. I big issue with this team, but I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. By the way, our standings is really, the West is really competitive, man. Look at this. It's crazy. But see you at the end of the season. Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP at the end of this season. He had a really good season, as you can see. So, obviously, we'll take that. AJ Advantage, Rookie of the Year in Brooklyn. Josh Giddey, your sixth man. Most improved going to Scoot Henderson. And then your clutch player goes to Anthony Edwards. And then Jason K. Coach did it. Went 63 and 19. Executive. I think that was me. I think that saw Spurs. I think that was me, obviously. I'm kind of, the GM of this team and stuff. So I won executive of the year. That's amazing to see. So we got all defensive team with the Jaren Jackson. Maybe we should trade it for him instead. He keeps having a good season for Memphis. But, Bam Adebayo did make, no, he didn't make all defensive team. Victor Wembanyama did, so that's something. But we didn't obviously have any rookies playing that much. So, but heading into the playoffs, we are the third seed in the Western Conference this year. So we're finally a contender, a competitive team. We're tied with the Lakers with the 2 seed and 3 seed. But we had about 26 from Wembanyama. We had 22 from Fox, 15 and a half from... So Fox has actually been pretty solid throughout this video, which is something that we love. 15 and a half from Harper, 15 from Bam, 14 from Castle, 13 from Vassell, 8 from Okongwu, 6 from Carter Bryant, and then 5 from Aaron Wiggins. That is your player stats right there. Okongwu played pretty good, but heading into okay, so we're going to go at 8-man rotation, and then we got the Houston Rockets in round 1. So the Houston Rockets, Reed Shepard, Ahmed Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Şengün, Eason, Capella, Van Vliet, and Dorian Finney-Smith. So in round one, we are going to beat them at 5 to play the Los Angeles Lakers. So Luka Doncic, Austin Reed, Donald Connect, Jared Vanderbilt, Porzingis. So they have Josh Giddey off the bench. They have Mitchell Robinson and Darren Sharp with Jiggle Ravens. Well, obviously LeBron retired at this point. So got like guys like Marcus Smart as well. They're gonna take game 1. They're gonna take game 2. We're gonna take game 3. They're gonna take game 4. And they're gonna beat us in 5. Wow! Shout out to the Lakers, man. My favorite team getting it done against us. But we got the Pacers. Wow, that's actually a great story, honestly. The Pacers going on with championship. Halliburton has a fully healthy season. He comes back and beats the Oklahoma City Thunder in 7 games. Like, that's literally getting your revenge on the Thunder, man. That would be a nice story to see, honestly, obviously. But I don't think that's actually going to happen. Maybe it definitely could. The Pacers are good enough to go out to the finals once Halliburton comes back. If Turner wasn't really, I mean, you can argue Turner might have obviously had something to do with that too. But the Blazers will get 1. That's correct. It is lottery protected. And then the Houston Rockets have 2. That is correct. And I don't know if the Thunder actually have the 3rd overall pick from the Utah Jazz. The Knicks should not have the 5th overall pick from the Wizards. So with 2K, you gotta fix your draft picks, man. It's absolutely insane. But I'm gonna fix this New York Knicks pick. There's no reason why you should have the Washington Wizards pick. This wasn't that an issue back in 2K25 when the Knicks just always had the Wizards pick. It was so weird, man. I don't know what it was, but obviously it's not gonna happen. We're gonna go ahead and fix this pick. We're gonna use the Knicks. We're gonna go ahead and make this trade. We're sending pick 5 to the Spurs. The Wizards, my bad, not us. I would love pick 5, but it's not gonna happen. All right, and then we'll do something like that. They can have their pick back, and then yeah, like I said, Harper develops enough. We can slide him down. We can slide Castle on the small forward, and he's probably gonna play small forward for us. He's like the small forward guy out of Fox and Harper, in my opinion. But do we have a pick in the drafts, or is there any like good players in the draft? I might even consider trading this pick because whatever. So we like the 8th overall pick or something. So I don't think anybody's nobody's falling to 8. So I'm gonna see if we could trade this pick before drafting with it. Obviously, it's not really any good players, real players. I couldn't find a trade with the 8th overall pick, but Baba is just sitting here, and Baba is really good. I mean, he used to be really good. I'm surprised he's fallen to 8. So Baba, welcome to the team. 6'11" from Duke. We'll absolutely take him, obviously. So Baba, he's a 77 overall, so we'll absolutely take him heading out of the draft. Surprised we're able to get somebody like him. Gonna go ahead and accept mostly everybody here, at least Castle. I think Harper and those guys, but Bird Rice, Victor Wembanyama's a free agent this year, so I'm gonna offer him the max. We can see if he resigns. Either way, it's coming back. There's no way he's losing. We're losing him, honestly. Even if he wants to sign with another team, we just match the contract or something. So we'll get him back either way. So he wasn't leaving. Well, Victor Wembanyama, welcome back to the Spurs, man, on a big contract you absolutely deserve. So all right. Are we above the second April now? I don't know, because I think we might be. I know that it goes up like by 10% or something every single season. So we might be, we might not be. I don't know. I actually don't think we are, man. We might actually be below it. I think we could combine salaries. I think next year, once we have to re-sign like Castle, we'll definitely be over it. But I think for now, we actually are below it, man, which is something that we love, obviously. But Baba is a power forward for us. He was a shooting guard back in 25, but I guess he grew. He was like a 6'9" shooting guard, but I guess he grew to 6'11". Now he's a power forward. I wouldn't mind having him at 6'11", small forward or shooting guard or something. That would be pretty solid for us. But anybody want to sign in frames like Deuce McBride is somebody that we can sign over this good depth. We do kind of need some guard depth behind those guys. So we're going to sign Deuce McBride. He can play the bench or backup center or point guard. Backup shooting guard, I can speak. We're going to announce everybody here, so we won't come back in the qualifying offers. But Wemby's up, the Harper is up to it. Yeah, so I think it's time to play all these guys together since Harper is now the best guard out of Castle and Fox. We don't want him to come off the bench. We don't want to bench De'Aaron Fox. I don't think it'll make sense anymore. So we're going to start them all 3 together. They all have a pretty solid perimeter defense, as you can see. I'm going to start all those guys together. Bam Adebayo is down to an 87. Kongu's up, Brian is up, Lamont is up, and then McBride is up as well. So yeah, I think it's time to play them together. I'll show you guys how this rotation is about to look like now. So rotation heading into this season is De'Aaron Fox at the point guard, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Bam Adebayo, Victor Wembanyama, Onyeka Okongwu as the new six men now with Devin Vassell coming off the bench and Carter Bryant. So Devin Vassell is coming off the bench. He's played pretty good, so he shouldn't really matter too much. Carter Bryant and then Deuce McBride is your 9-man rotation. Instead of playing McBride, I might play Lamont because he has a lot more potential than Deuce McBride. So that's what I'll do. I'll play Lamont these couple of 12 minutes off the bench. Not that it'll matter too much. Him and McBride's minutes won't matter. It does leave like Bob out of the rotation, but I think he'll get in next year. Maybe we'll see. But I do like this starting five. Proficiency not on the fly lineup. Not on the fly lineup. If I picked the right thing, it's still almost a 5-star. So honestly, I do like it. I really do like it, man. Everybody, literally everything's in the green. So I don't know what's stopping us from being a 5-star. I think, okay, I see Castle. His thing isn't fully in the green, so I guess that's probably why we're still 4.5. But I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Another MVP award is one for Victor Wembanyama. He averaged 27, 12, 4, and almost 3 blocks per game. 6th man of the year going to Cameron Whitmore. Defensive player goes to Wemby as well. But yeah, we got Coach Young at 61 and 21. Mitch Johnson won Coach of the Year, and I won back-to-back Executive of the Year. So I must be cooking. I'm gonna say that. But Wemby made I think he said all NBA first team, all defensive team as well. But all right, with the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, we finished off 61 and 21 on the season. We had about 27 from Wembanyama this season, player stats. So that's good to see. Obviously, really good defensively as well. Amazing defensively. 21 from De'Aaron Fox, 17 from Harper. He started this year, 15 from Bam Adebayo. So, yeah, Bam was pretty good for us as well. 14 from Castle. 10 from Vassell, 6 and 6 from Okongwu. We had 6.5 from Lamont. But at the end of this season, we are about to run probably a 8-man rotation here. We don't really have to force Lamont in the playoff rotation. But we got the Golden State Warriors in round 1. I ain't gonna lie, this team does not look good. This team is honestly pretty bad. So I don't really see why or how this team should beat us. But in round 1, we are going to beat them at 4. Then we got the Los Angeles Clippers in round 2. These are the Clippers look like. I think we'll be able to beat them as well. Honestly, the team doesn't look that good. They have like Mitchell, Bridges, Kawhi, Zubac, Ellis, Christie, Yannick Cota, Nino Hauser, and Marcus Sasser. So I think we beat this team. We are going to beat them at 5. Now we got Dallas. Okay, this is probably the team that's going to be hard. So Kyrie Irving at point guard. Ever since Cooper Flag joined this team, man, it has been unstoppable. And I don't know why, but if this is the time to beat them, it would be now, and this would get us to the finals, man. So no team is beating us in the East. Trust me. They're gonna take game 1. They're gonna take game 2. They're gonna take game 3. We're gonna get swept by Dallas, bro. We gotta buff Dallas, man. 2K has to nerf the Dallas Mavericks a little bit. They're just too good, man. They're just too good. I'm tired of being cooked by them every single season, man. This has been all of 2K20. It's been worse. It's been worse in 2K26 than it was in 2K25. I don't know why 2K. Well, Mavericks are a great team, right? Mavericks are an amazing team. Why does 2K love them so much? Half of 2K gotta be Mavericks fans, man. This is absolutely insane. We have a couple second round picks. I'm gonna 2-way one. I'll sign one and then I'll decline. We'll decline this guy. Okay. Harper will accept. Bam Adebayo will accept this player option. Carter Bryant will accept Lamont. And then qualifying offer Stephon Castle's afraid. So I have to repay Castle and Okongwu. We're probably okay. So the Suns are all in on Castle. We're gonna offer him. Okay, we're gonna match the Suns' offer. I think we're offering him more money. I think or something like that. But Castle, we're gonna go ahead and accept. Match that I meant to say. But can we go ahead and we cannot pay Onyeka Okongwu no more. It's not even gonna let me see how much money we have to free up to sign him. We're just saying we can't sign him. We can only offer a minimum contract now. So yeah, it definitely does suck. But all right, we really can't free up anyone. We might be heading into the next season with no backup center, which last year would have been our year to win the championship. But Mavericks, man, and Okongwu's gone, so we can't even sign him on day 12, which was my plan, but he signed. Where did he sign? He signed with the Golden State Warriors. Man, that sucks. Okay, so Kongu's gone to Warriors. I just couldn't pay him $60 million a year. We didn't have enough money for that, so we went to Golden State Warriors. Sometimes that's how it goes. But yeah, the market looks terrible. But there's Clint Capella in the free agency. There's Darren Sharp in free agency. So I'll sign Capella to the minimum as he'll choose us, and then well, it didn't bonus. He's still bad in 2K. Yes, he is still terrible. Look at those proficiencies. I mean, look at those field goal percentage. Now, I think we can sign, like, I don't know, Darren Sharp to a minimum contract as well. We'll see what they provide. First, we'll see who goes up more. So Wimby is up. We got everybody else going up. We got Castle, Harper, Fox. Carter Bryant's up to an 80. Baba's up to a 79. And Clint Capella is down. So I don't know who's really going to be the backup center this year. Backup center position is dry. It is really bad, but I'll see y'all at the end of the season this time. All right, so Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP once again. Oh yeah, we're not beating the Mavericks, dude. They win 72 and what 10. Goodness, dude, the Mavericks are so good. And I don't know why they're so annoying, but hopefully this is the year. So 29 from Wemby, 21 from Harper, and then 20. Okay, so these guys actually scored a lot. I thought I was looking at per 36 for a second, but and I guess not. Wemby has been incredible throughout this whole video. 22 from Harper, 21 from De'Aaron Fox, 15 from Bam, 14.5 from Castle, 10 from Vassell, 7 from Carter Bryant, 6 from Baba. Olodington. I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name, but we got the 10 rolls in round 1. So Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards is tied 2-2. We're up 3-2, and we're going to beat them at 6 to play the Phoenix Suns in round 2. They're the 2 seed, so I don't know if they're better than us, but Booker's averaging 41 in the playoffs. That's something you don't want to run into. They got Isaiah Joe out the 2, Ryan Dunn, Caleb Wilson. Who's the second scorer for this team? Oh, it's Caleb Wilson. He's averaging 22 in the playoffs, 25 in the regular season. So, oh, man, this team was pretty good. I don't know if we're able to beat them. We'll see. We're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. We're going to take game 3. We're up 3-1. Could beat them at 5. Yes, we can. We're faced off with Dallas. Dude, Dallas didn't lose a game in the playoffs yet. I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified. And they got Jalen Green. How did they get Jalen Green? Okay, he signed for 20. Why didn't the Suns just match it, bro? They have Deron Holmes, Lively, Podziemski. Man, all right. Well, Anthony Davis is like retired now, so that helps us out a ton. But apparently, it doesn't stop them because they still won the most games they ever won. But we'll see if we could do it. So game 1 is gonna go to Dallas. Game 2 is we're gonna even it up. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna simcast the rest of the playoffs here because I low key think we could get it done if we just play our best game. But it's in San Antonio so far. It's a back and forth scoring game. And we're going to take it at the end. Let's go. 116 and 109. We're up 2-1. Now, if we can go up 3-1, I think we might be able to win this series. But I'm not going to say anything, dude, because the Mavericks literally do the most craziest stuff you've ever seen. It's a close game so far, and we are going to run away with it. 117 and 115. We got the dub here in San Antonio. We're up 3-1. Dude, if Deron Holmes would have made the game-winning shot on us, I would have been mad. I ain't gonna lie, they would have been mad. But we're up 3-1. All we need to do is win one more game, and we can beat the 72-win Mavericks team in 5 games, which would be amazing. And we have the lead. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's go, man. 137 to 111. And the Mavericks are finally stopped, dude. This was a team that I was terrified of. Wemby is having himself a playoff run. Fox having himself a good playoff run. Harper's having himself a good playoff run. But we're in the finals, as we got to play the Atlanta Hawks. So the Hawks don't have Trang anymore. They have Walter Clayton Jr., Dyson Daniels, Reza Shea Johnson, DeAndre Ayton. They got Noah, Max Christie, Aizen Newell, Colin Murray. No, not Colin Murray. I mean Colin Sexton. But, all right, I think we could get it done on. So this team is not compared to what these West teams are. I think I would have been more scared of the Pistons and K Cunningham than this team. But we're going to take game 1. They're going to even out, so maybe they're so too soon. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and we're going to beat them at 5. And just like that, so far we're undefeated in NBA 2K26. Haven't lost yet. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. A really fun one to make, honestly. The Western Conference teams are always a struggle a little bit, but it was relatively pretty. We didn't have to do much in the video, so hope you guys have a great day. I got you guys later with another video. I want to upload at least 2 times a day, maybe even 3 times. I've been uploading 3 times for the rest of this. We would have been cooked if we would have won another year because we would not be able to afford these guys. But hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Peace.